Hello, I'm Paul here. Today's going to be probably one of the most important videos that I talk about, and I'm actually going to be pinning this video to my channel for probably next year and the year after, because it's important that people understand Bitcoin and what's happening with Bitcoin. Now, it's becoming more harder for the average person working a job, average person, to obtain one Bitcoin. And from recording this video, Bitcoin is sitting at around $40,000. It recently had just gone up. We actually have not even entered the bull run yet, and it's already started to go up. And next year, if you understand that Bitcoin is a 4-year cycle, you'll understand the cycles of Bitcoin. So the average person cannot afford one Bitcoin anymore. It's getting to that point. Unless you're a lawyer or a doctor or something like that, it's going to be very hard for the average person, the average working person, to obtain one Bitcoin. Your only way there from now on is you have to, first off, you have to understand the cycles of Bitcoin, and you have to understand how to trade Bitcoin. This is the only way that you're ever going to be able to obtain one Bitcoin. But you have to set yourself up prior to everything happening, prior to the bull run and prior to everything happening. You have to understand the charts and know where it's going. The purpose of this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to trade Bitcoin by leveraging it. You're leveraging it like it is forex. And I stumbled upon this on accident because I was learning about forex and I wanted to build up my own account. So I created an account and I bought Bitcoin and I sent it over to a brokerage. And instead of it, I thought it was going to be converted into USD, but instead it was converted into Satoshis. So my gains for whatever I trade are going to be in Satoshis. So I could trade on the broker, on the app. I could trade crypto. I could trade stocks and I could trade forex, but whatever my gains are going to be in Satoshi. So this is going to benefit next year, or even right now as I'm making this video, because we know what direction Bitcoin's going. So the purpose of this video is to teach you guys how to trade Bitcoin by treating Bitcoin like it's forex. It's not hard, but you're basically out of time to hodl this if you expect to get one Bitcoin. You have to trade your way there. You number one, have to understand the cycle of Bitcoin, and you have to understand how to trade Bitcoin. So if you understand the cycle of Bitcoin, you'll be able to do pretty good in the next bull run. Next year is the hardest part of it all, because it's when a lot of newbies come in. And they see the price is going to go up, and as Bitcoin goes up, everybody that was late to the game is going to come in, and then everybody that bought on the bottom, the last 2 years, everybody that bought on the bottom, they're going to sell, and everybody that bought in during the bull run is going to get wrecked, and everybody that bought in during the bull run is going to think Bitcoin is not good, it's a scam, things like that, because they don't understand the cycle of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has a 4-year cycle. We are entering into the bull run, so I'm trying to make this video so the average person can understand how to trade, can understand what's going to be happening with Bitcoin, where it's going, and how to leverage it to hopefully make more Bitcoin. So I'm going to walk you guys through the strategy, the accidental strategy that I did, and how to 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times your Satoshi if you want to. But I'm going to walk you guys through the formula. If you guys still want to hodl Bitcoin, you can hodl Bitcoin. If you could dollar cost average your way there, but unless you make a lot of money right now, the average person won't be able to afford one Bitcoin. So the best way to do it is to trade your way there. And right now, what I kind of want to do is train my audience what's going to be happening in the next year or 2 years. So the first, entering into next year, the bull run's going to happen. So what we want to focus on is buy orders and buying your way up, because the price is going to be going up. You want to maybe we'll look at charts and stuff, but you want to buy your way up, and then when it'll reach a certain point, and so the last all-time high was around $60,000, and when everything gets pushed up with the price, Bitcoin is going to settle, it's probably going to settle down to $60,000. That's what I'm guessing. After the bull run, it's probably going to settle down to around 60,000. That's just my guess. So, but right now, for the next year, the price is going to start to go up. But as soon as the price goes up, people are going to start selling. You have to understand how to read charts. You have to understand when that's going to happen. But from now until like April till pretty much all next year, it's going to be going up majority of the time, and until the bull run happens. But let me show you the formula of how to get started and how to trade Bitcoin like it's forex, because you can multiply your Satoshi this way. Okay, so to apply this strategy, you're going to need 3 apps, and basically you're going to need, let me give you a couple apps. You're going to need TradingView. You're going to need a TradingView account so you can look at charts. You can look at charts. Let's go to Bitcoin right now so I show you guys what price it's currently at. You can see right now Bitcoin has been going up. Okay, so it's sitting at 41,000 right now. So you have to understand how to read charts. Now, if you guys want to understand how to read charts, definitely go to look at my other videos on my channel. I go over a lot of strategies. I'm not really going to be going into trading strategy right now. Just pick whatever strategy I have on my channel, and I have a lot of them. So just look at my videos. So you have to understand how to read charts. So you have to have TradingView on. You have to have TradingView on your phone. You have to have, you have to have TradeLocker. You have to have TradeLocker right here. And as you can see, I'm set up for Bitcoin right here. I have a couple trades. I'll go into this in a couple minutes. So you have TradeLocker, and you can also have MetaTrader on here too. So what you need to do is you need to link a brokerage to your trading account. So it used to be MetaTrader, and this is a demo account, but it used to be MetaTrader, but they switched it. The brokerage that I'm going to be talking about, they use TradeLocker. So if you go to TradeLocker, you need to go to a certain brokerage. Now, you can go to any kind you want, but there's only certain brokerage that will allow Bitcoin to be, your gains, allow Satoshi as your gains. So I'm going to show you guys the brokerage I use. I will put the link below in my description and in my comments. I'll put the link to my brokerage down below, but I'm going to log in real quick and I'll show you. Okay, so this is my brokerage. So what you want to do is you want to create an account, and you just basically go here, you set up an account, and you're going to go, it should say something like Osprey FX TradeLocker ECN. Just do that, and you set up an account, and you want to set up, once you do, it's going to ask you if you want USD or Bitcoin, and you're basically going to say Bitcoin, and then once you do, you're going to, buy some Bitcoin, and you're going to send, it's going to give you a wallet address, and it's going to, you'll send your Bitcoin to that wallet address. Once you do it successfully, it'll show up in your TradeLocker account, like so. And once you do, you'll see your balance on TradeLocker. It'll be, hopefully, if you did it right, the balance will be in Bitcoin. It'll be in Satoshi. So whatever you're trading with, your gains will be in Satoshi. So I'm going to show you this right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a tutorial on TradeLocker. But basically what you want to do to set yourself up. Now, if you do this right, and look, Bitcoin's going up already. And I'm already in gains. So I'm writing it up. Anyway, what you want to do is you want to find an asset, and what I want to kind of teach you guys is to trade Bitcoin. You could go in here and you can go through, all the you could trade Bitcoin, Dash, Doge, DOT. You can do crypto. You could do forex. You could do, with the brokerage that we have. You can do metals. You could do all these sorts of things. But really, what I'm trying to teach you guys to do is trade Bitcoin. And you guys trade the cycles with Bitcoin because we know where it's going next year. We know what pattern it's going to be going. So what I want to kind of teach you guys, and what I haven't really gone over, is if you see down here in the bottom, you see a 0.01. The 0.01, if your gains are in Satoshi, a 0.01 means you're timesing your Satoshi by 1. So if you do more than 1, you'll be timesing your Satoshi by 2, by 3, by 4. And kind of the math for, you can figure out the math on your own. But 0.01 is just 1 Satoshi. So if we look here in the charts, and I'll just go over something real briefly here. Let's look on the hour here. Let's say you rode this entire run right here. Just do something real quick. If you rode this entire run right here, if you look on the right up here at the top, you see 188,724. That is 188,724 Satoshi. Just with one lot size. Now, if you did this at a 10, so if you had 10 little orders going through there, you just add a 0 at the end. And you guys get the math, you can do your own numbers. This is kind of how you do it. So how can you get to a Bitcoin? I will give you guys the formula on how to get to a Bitcoin, but it's, do your own research. Now, Bitcoin's price would have to jump, let's see, this is $100,000, which is, it would have to go up 100,000. It would have to go up 100,000 from where it is right now. So the price would have to be $140,000 for it to be. So this is just the dollars. So with forex, you want to add the cents to it as well. So if you're wagering 1 Satoshi, if your trade is 1 Satoshi, that 1 Satoshi trade, and if it goes all the way up to 100,000. If you ride it all the way up to 100,000 from where it is right now, that 1 Satoshi trade will turn this into, that's 0.1, that's 0.10 of a Bitcoin. So do this 10 times. All you need is a 0.10. So you need to do your orders, and I think I have that right here. If you count my lot size right here, and we count them up real quick. I like doing it in 1.01, so I can take a little bit off the top if I want and just keep recycling it over again. But you see, I have 0.01, so I have 10. I think I have 10 of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all I have to do is wait for 140,000 Bitcoin. And then everything turns into one. Everything will be 1 Bitcoin because this is a 0.10. I'm trying to ride this out to see where Bitcoin goes. But this is a 0.10. Now, let's just do that math real quick in your head. Like I said, this is just with 1 Satoshi. If you rode this out to 100,000 from where it is right now, so Bitcoin's price would have to be 140,000. But if you wrote it out to that, this would turn into a 0.10% of a Bitcoin. So I have 10. So that's we multiply that by 10. That is a Bitcoin right there. So basically, if Bitcoin goes up to 140,000 without any kind of major dips, I will have created a Bitcoin in the next bull run. Now, I'm personally not, I might take a little bit along the way. I got to see where everything goes, what happens. But this is really the formula to making a Bitcoin. Now, you can easily turn this into 1 Bitcoin, 2 Bitcoin, 3 Bitcoin. See, when you ride this out, let's say you ride this out and you get to this amount, you'll have this amount of Satoshi to do in your next trade. So your balance won't be small. You'll be trading with 100 million Satoshi, which is, it's a Bitcoin, but you'll be able to trade with a Bitcoin. So you can up your lot size when that happens. So you can ride this is why I told you guys to understand the cycle of Bitcoin and know that we are going up. And next year we are going up. So you have to understand when we were going up and when people are going to start to freak out and sell. And you could ride it all the way up and you could ride it all the way down. So next year it's pretty much Bitcoin's going up. How much, we do not know. But people will start after the halving and everything. People are going to, mainly this is going to start, I think, at the end of next year. People are going to freak out and it's going to drop. So you got to look at the charts. You got to look at the histories. Let's look at the weekly real quickly here. Let's look at the weekly. If we understand this, you understand where it's going. Now, this was the last all-time high right here. And you could tell that it started going up, and then people started freaking out. And when was this? When did people start freaking out? When did it? So it peaked around November. So November of next year, look for people starting to freak out and sell everything. Just saying. It might be till November of next year when people start freaking out and the price is going to start dropping. So this is what ends up happening, is it goes down and then we enter into a bear market. So not next year, but the year after next year we'll be into a bear market. So do not do any buy orders after the halving. So anyway, that's kind of how it goes. You can ride this up and you can ride this down. Let me just show you real quick. With this strategy, let me just give you this statistic, because this statistic is going to blow your mind. This is the last bull run here. If you rode, I think it started here. No, I think it was here. So you rode this out all the way here. If you rode this entire 100 days, this was 300. I think this is bigger than that. Let's just do this whole thing. Not sure. I think it was this whole thing. So if you rode this entire thing up, right here, if you rode it here to here, this is a year almost. And the amount of Satoshi you would have made just by trading 0.01 was 5354. Let's just add that up real quick. I'm going to end it with this. 535. 4539. 4539. So, one Satoshi, wagering one Satoshi in a trade would have given you a 0.5. A 0.05, I believe. Yeah. So if you times that by, let's say, you did it by 10, you made half a Bitcoin during the last bull run. So you could have made more. It all depends, but that's what you would have made. Now this next year, this next bull run here is probably going to be bigger. It's probably going to be bigger. It's probably going to be more massive than the last one. So just keep that in mind. You have to understand the cycle of Bitcoin and where it's going. So you have to understand there's a 4-year cycle. There's next year is going to be the bull phase, and then at the end of the year, around November, I believe, people are going to be freaking out, and the price is going to drop. majority of people that do not know Bitcoin and how it works and how to trade it, all the newbies are going to be coming in next year. That's what's going to drive the price up more. But all those new people that get in next year's not the time to buy Bitcoin unless you're trading it like I'm doing. But all the new people next year that's going to get into Bitcoin, they're going to get wrecked. And they're going to get frustrated because all their money's going to go away. Because they don't understand the cycle. They think that Bitcoin's going up and it's going to continue to go up. But if you have to understand the 4-year cycle with Bitcoin. Next year is the bull run. So just understand how to recharge, understand where it's going. And then the year after that, with this strategy that I taught today, you can write it up and you can write it down. And then during the accumulation years, you'll have more Satoshi, and then you'll be able to just make little daily gains there just by trading it up and down. But anyway, I hope this video helps you guys. I wish you all good luck next year. I hope you do well. The price is going to be going up from this point on. It's what I'm thinking, at least until November of next year, or at least a year from now. I think the price is going to keep going up. But to what number, I don't know. But hopefully to some pretty good numbers. So anyway, I'm going to pin this video to my channel because it's very important that that the average person see this and understand the cycle of Bitcoin, where it's going, what's going to happen to it, and how to trade it, because basically dollar cost averaging and hodling your way there, you're not going to get to a Bitcoin just by hodling and dollar cost averaging. The price is going to go up from here. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.